Joining us now on the phone is Vince Baillargeon. He's the CEO of Paradigm Oil and Gas Incorporated. PDGO is the stock symbol. Vince, always good to talk to you.
Good, my pleasure, Don. Thanks for having me on again.
Well, now, Vince, of course, you're in the oil business, the gas business, and one of the things that your company does is you basically reopen wells that had been shut down for a reason in the past. Tell us about that.
Well, Don, most of the wells, a lot of these small wells, a lot of the guys go out, they're underfinanced. They had these properties and they, didn't have enough money to really drill and go for the home run and maintain them. So they get a little bit of barrel oils, but then they found out that in order to increase production, you had to either acid it or frack it. And money was tight, and a lot of the guys got older, and, a lot of them we picked up, and we inherited, and some we had. But what we've been doing is taking these wells and firing them up and testing them, putting them with a low risk, and seeing how well they work. And, we acquired a bunch of more wells this week. We did 2 wells, 1 well alone this week. We had a truck on it, and our cost was minimum, but we hit 2 loads in 5 days, which is about 342 barrels, which is close to $30,000 for a short term, for a 5-day stretch on 1 well without even finishing it.
Wow, that's remarkable. Now, you issued a press release this week about new well activity. Is this in line with what we were talking about?
Yes. These wells won't go online for the next 10 days. They're online, they're producing oil, but not enough. They need, a lot of them need like a broken pipe, or they have a pump, or, they need some maintenance, or there's no electricity out there. We've had them out where we run them with a generator. So what we're doing is we're putting a little bit of money behind them if they work, and we're going to take them and maximize them. So the ones we announced this week will be hit in the next 10 days. The ones that we started doing some heavy maintenance on a while back, we did have an environmental issue where some of the oil was coming out so much it was leaking in the field. We had to clean it, and they had to shut us down. Well, we had to repatch all that, and that well is really doing well in pumping. Hopefully by the month's end, we're going to end up probably having about 10, 15 nicely producing leases. All the wells that are going are producing, whether they're whether it's a 1 to 3 barrel, but, we've got them as much as, I don't know how to calculate 7 days of 342 barrels, but it may not stay and maintain that amount, but it will, sustain, say, 20 to 40 barrels a day, which is a pretty nice paycheck per month.
Vince, when I first graduated from college, my first job was working in oil exploration as a land agent for a seismic company. And I remember they told us one of the oldest sayings in the oil business is the best place to find oil is close to where oil has already been found. Do your properties apply to that rule?
That's exactly what's happening in us, Don. Hey, if you were in it, boy, we hired a few people this week. We could use some more people. That's how successful it's working. I can't wait to really show these audited numbers, because then I think we'll have a lot of belief in our stock.
Well, with oil prices near historic highs, would you say that this is probably one of the better times in history to be in the business?
Oh, this is the best time. I think the U.S. government is really going to make a change, and they're going to really make it, they'll put some regulations in, but I think they want to target us using more of our own oil versus importing it. I think if the United States does that, there's enough oil in here to become the #1 producing country in the world. From what I'm seeing, it's amazing how much really oil is in there, in the underground in the United States. And it's not just oil, gas still. The problem with gas is they don't have the pipelines to transport the natural gas. Because we get good gas on our Louisiana wells, but we have no way of selling it. So we're using a big propane generator, and we don't have to pay a power bill. But I'd much rather have the cash flow from selling gas than saving $1,500 or $1,700 on a monthly electric bill for a well.
Once again, the company is Paradigm Oil and Gas Incorporated. Their stock symbol is PDGO. Vince, congratulations on all the new well activity. We look forward to more updates from you in the future.
Thank you very much, Don. Have a great day.
Take care.